Hi, I'm going to show you all very quickly what it looks like from a student's perspective in Google Classroom. I'm Jennifer Emberton. Hi. If you haven't watched my other videos, I have part one and part two. On previous videos, part one goes over the settings that I particularly use as a teacher in Google Classroom and what I've seen others use. And then part two covers the actual classwork tab within or page within our Google Classrooms. So let's go over what it looks like from a student view. I've added myself on one of my other accounts as a student, and I'm going to click on that class. So this is my classroom. I'm going to go ahead and go into that class now. And this is a typical page. And then I'm going to, this is my homepage, and I don't allow my students to post, and I simply find it best not to, and you can watch more of my part one video that talks about my reasoning behind that, but students can simply see this. If they click on my little arrow, they could see details about the class. Under classwork as a student, of course, it's going to give you the students a little tutorial the first time they log on. It tells them they can track their progress. They can see a list of their work and its current status by viewing their work. I'm going to go ahead and click Gotcha there. This classroom is set up with my key vocabulary at the top, and then I have it set up by weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the students can only see what is posted for each week. If I were to wonder, what do I have to do? What have I done? What have I completed? Under or beside each assignment or task, there is a little circle indicator that will either be shaded in gray. See, I don't have anything to do there, or it will be color field, meaning that I still need to do that. So if I were to click on this assignment, and I'm going to go ahead and click View Assignment, and then it's going to tell me that I can compare your text with text from the web. So it's saying that this particular report is turned on, so I can run it before anything's added, and I turn it into Dr. Emberton. I can add or create files for my classwork by using this Add or Create. And then I'm just going to click Next. As soon as I'm finished with whatever assignment it is, I need to mark it as done. So I'm going to hit Got It. Now, the teacher has listed our rubric here, and for more details, I can just click up and down on that rubric. But I'm going to go ahead and mark this as done. So marking it as done, it gives me a warning. I didn't give an attachment, which that's what the teacher's looking for, but it's submitted now. So I'm going to go back under my classwork. And what I see now is under week 1, it has shaded itself that off color, that gray. So that means it's finished. And then I'm ready for week 2, 3, 4 assignments. Very quickly, if I want to know what feedback the teacher has given me, or see my grades and what I'm missing, I can go to this feature here where it says View Your Work. And when I click on that, it will say, these are the things that you're assigned and when it's due and what you have turned in. If the teacher has provided grades at that point in time, you guys can see my crazy hair from today. If you have given grades at that time to your students, then I always tell my students in my computer science class, I'll say, all right, I'm going to show you how to look at your work and very quickly see what's due, what's not due. And I'll tell all my students, I'll say, take your right hand and put it on the screen here, and then click on View Your Work. And what it does is it covers up their grade that would typically be at the top right corner. So it tells them what their score is. Now, this doesn't necessarily match Infinite Campus, because sometimes you can turn in work and it's not posted on Infinite Campus just yet. So if something, teacher just posted an assignment and it automatically grades it on Google Form and spits it out here, that doesn't mean that it's automatically going to turn around yet on the teacher side and go to Infinite Campus. So I'm sure to warn the students of that. But other than that, that's basically it. If there's something that they're assigned and it's missing because there was a due date, like on this week 2, if there was a due date on this, it would show up red and say missing here. So it's a quick at a glance for them to see, and then they can see their returned work with a grade, so they can kind of filter these out as well. And that's it. That's basically it for the student work. Just a very quick overview, and go back again. Their stream, their classwork. Maybe one other feature you can see on the student side, they have access to their Google Calendar and their folder. Anything they turn in here or create is automatically loaded in that Google folder for them. So if they're saying, oh, I don't see it, or the attachment got deleted, that's a quick way for them to go back and retrieve it, and then maybe share that with you. Another feature on Google Classroom is they don't know how to get on Google Meets or Zoom, whatever add-on you have on your calendar when you go to create an assignment. Whenever something's due here, it will automatically load it to our calendar. So it will load it to the Google Calendar. Plus, if you have some type of meeting, it will load the logistics, the details for that meeting there. So if it's a Google Hangout or a Zoom, it might have a number they could call in or a link they can click on to join that meeting. And it's all in one spot for the kiddos. So when my own children pull up Google Classroom, I always tell them, hey, okay, let's go to classwork. Let's view your work. And then in 2 other tabs, I'll go ahead and pull up the Google Classroom calendar, and then I'll pull up their Drive folder. That way, all 3 options are there open, so I can see what they've been doing in their Drive. I can see if anything's scheduled on their calendar, and it's all in one spot. Plus, I'm trying to teach them to utilize those tools for self-organization. Anyway, just a quick share on what it looks like, student view, and kind of give feedback. I don't really know what else maybe questions you would have or ask. So if this was helpful, then please let me know. If I can add anything else to show you all, I'd be more than happy to. And I'll do a completely separate video for the Google Calendar, and if needed, the class Drive folder. There's some pro tips you can use there. But anyway, that's it for now. If any of my kiddos are watching, I love you all and I miss you a whole big bunch. All right, later, guys.